most of the details that have come out of the Kashmir situation, particularly with pertinence to the last 2 or 3 weeks and the disturbance, have been given to us by Sushobha ji, who is actually there on the spot, and she has been working there for quite some time. So she knows really firsthand what she's talking about. Most of what we know is from what the media tells us and is allowed to tell us, and how much is allowed to percolate, etc., etc. I don't think there's anybody here who does not believe that we should have peace, we should have harmony, we should have, cooperation and mutual interaction of give and take in society. ऐसा हम में से कोई भी नहीं है. Why is it then that every now and then we keep getting together and telling each other that there is need for peace and there is need for respect for all? And I think essentially problem ये है कि Farooq Sheikh and others like Farooq Sheikh are willing to talk about it, but they are not willing to put their life on the line for it. वो आदमी जो disturbance create करता है, उसकी दुकान इससे चलती है कि disturbance create हो. So he is willing to work for it 365 days of the year. Are you willing to work for the other thing 365 days of the year? So the problem is that it begins with us. Why is it that in the last 60 years, and as a matter of fact in the last 150 years, the only person who has had a major success in India has been Mahatma Gandhi? Because he began with himself. While everybody was debating in Delhi what should be done about the British, etc., 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 he walked down to a small village in Bihar and sat there in Chapan. And he began from there. So he started with himself. Are we willing to stand behind people like Sushobha ji? I remember in 92, 93, which is the first time I met her, she was willing to be in Dharavi day and night, where the rioting was actually on. Disruption of peace starts at the level of the individual. It starts because I want it first, I want it all, I want it no matter how I get it, and I don't care if the other guy is not getting his due. That is how the disruption of peace starts. Whether it happens in your family or in your neighborhood or in your society or your city or your country or the world. That is how it starts. Look at what is happening in Kashmir that Sushobha ji is talking about. इससे पहले इनका बाप था, उससे पहले उनका ब्रदर इन लॉ था, उससे पहले एक और पार्टी का एक और लीडर और उसकी बेटी थे. But the situation remains the same. So that does not change because we do not change. Why is that? Gujarat is supposed to be the state of Mahatma Gandhi. Because I remember the time in the Gujarat riots where somebody had just put up a hoarding on the streets of Ahmedabad. Just a hoarding where there were 2 pigeons and there was a message that said, "We want peace now." Nothing else was said, no name was given, no nothing. The people who were with Mr. Narendra Modi and his sympathizers went and threatened that hoarding wala and said, immediately bring down this hoarding, we do not want peace in this state. तो गांधी के स्टेट में रहने वाले लोगों ने क्या किया? What did the average Gujarati do? For example, what did the average Delhi citizen do when Sardarjis were being burnt alive in the capital of the country? Peace and goodwill are not won by sitting back and enjoying your life. Peace and goodwill are won by exerting and sacrificing. And please do something after you go home. That is as much as I want to say just now. Let's now talk to Sushobha ji, who is actually doing something. Sushobha ji, most of us know, but some of us might not know. How did you get started in Center for Peace and Reconciliation, Dialogue and Reconciliation?
Actually, I have been doing dialogue and reconciliation work for over 30 years now in different parts of the country. Really began from the, you referred to the 1984 riots. I got caught in those. And the first-hand experience of having seen violence with my own eyes, and while trying to, protect a couple of innocent people, almost got killed myself. That is what transformed me. I was not prepared for actually seeing myself what one had heard and read had happened during 47 partition period, which was a shock because one had this vision of India being a country which was non-violent, which had the capacity to settle issues, political issues, without using violence. And there were many myths about India that got exploded at that time for me. And I started asking many questions to myself. Do I stand as a bystander? Who is responsible for the upheavals that happen? Can one hold a individual or a group of people belonging to certain parties responsible for creating this mayhem? Or do we, all of us, members of society, do we all also contribute in creating a crisis through our attitudes, whether that of indifference, of taking sides of this or that, through our prejudices? Are we not also contributing through our silence? And as this whole process of thinking started in my own mind and in my head, that each one of us contributes to the creation of crisis and upheaval in society. Perhaps each individual can also contribute to dealing and repairing and restoring what is destroyed and lost.